What's going on, people? We are back in the S-Class V12 series. We're in the Aston Martin in a very wet Nurburgring. We're going to start from the back here next to two McLarens. I don't know if I'll let the other one through. Whoa! Maybe we'll let the other one through. Hopefully we don't get a penalty for that. Beautiful. Right, cracking on. We're starting from the back at Nurburgring. Very wet. It was wet all through practice and it is going to be wet probably all through the race as well. So we're going to see what we can do in this V12. Aston Martin pushing from the back, and we've got a Diablo and a McLaren GT in front of us. So we'll see if we can make light work of these two. And then it looks like another two McLarens in front of him as well. So that's just brilliant. But we'll undercut, we'll switch it up on this guy. Then hopefully we can get the Diablo as well before we get into this left-hander. Lightly brake. We won't heavy brake yet, 'cause we don't know where we are with grip. Go for a wide line here. Don't matter if the McLaren takes the inside, because we've got the outside and we can push hard coming out the corner. And now we've got this Ferrari up front, who seems to be quite good in a straight line, but we definitely have better braking than him. So I'm going to have to time this right. Are we better coming out of corners as well? No, we're about the same. So I need to do him on the brakes or in the corner, and we'll go for our opportunity there. He left the door open, we'll take that. Give him a little nudge on the way through. Obviously not intentional. Then we're going to go straight past, I think it was a Maserati. We made light work of him as well, and up into 7th place. So far so good. 6.8 behind the leader. I don't know, I don't think this Aston Martin's got the potential or pace to win the race. We might have a good opening lap, but I'm sure as soon as 1st and 2nd place find their feet, we won't see them again. There was definitely cars that were quicker in practice, and Maserati's done a lunge to the inside, so we give him the room, we let him have it. He gets a little bit rear end happy, but that's fine. We'll just sit behind him, wait for our next opportunity. He's definitely quicker in a straight line, so we ain't going to go for a mad overtake here. We're just going to tuck him behind him, like so. Nick his slipstream all the way down the straight, and then hopefully, well, I was going to say hopefully we could go for a move here, but I think he's going to be too far ahead. We'll try and late brake and see what happens. And we do just place the car inside of him. Hopefully we can shift the car, rotate it, get back on the power, and that should be our position now, unless he lunges us again, which I wouldn't blame him. I would try and keep the position as long as possible. So we've got a Jaguar and a McLaren next. We take a wide line at first through there, then we take a normal line out the corner. The Jaguar is very rear end happy, and you can see why. He's got a lot of power, so we're probably going to have better braking and better cornering. So I'm going to have to time this right now. Try not to rear end him here. And back on the power. He's going to clear off now, I think. Yep, there he goes. So we're just going to see what we can do. Just try and we're going to have to really prepare the move that we make on him. Try not to hit him there. If we had gone for that, we would have rear-ended him, so we're not doing that. Let him have the position for now. That's up to P6 where someone made a mistake. Take this corner, try and do it flat out coming out of it. We might have a little go at him here, probably not. He's going to cut in front of us, so we're going to have to brake a bit earlier. And he makes a massive mistake, and that should be P5 now. We should not see him again. Take this corner nice and clean into 3rd gear, straight on the power, and the Jaguar is 1.6 behind, 1.5. Keeping an eye on him. I think he's going to have to lift through that. Yep, he does. And unless he lunges us here, that is the Jaguar clear. Nearly cut that corner. Trying to take it as quickly as possible. Don't want to give that Jaguar any time on this straight. And it is P5, it looks like. Hopefully that Jaguar doesn't cut down our time too much here. I mean, he's coming. I don't think he's coming quick enough though. Yeah, no, he's not. Okay, right, into lap 3. 2 laps to go. We're in P5. We can see the podium. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get a podium here, because first place is now 9.6 ahead. We won't be seeing him. And at the moment, we're not really gaining much ground on this pack in front, which is a bit worrying. I thought, now that we had clean air, we would have started to catch him, but I take it the quickest one out of them three is now at the front, and they're all just following him. These two seem to be fighting. So yeah, the quickest guy's got away. You can see him pulling away now. So our best hope at this race probably now is a podium place, third place. And it's going to be difficult though, because we've got to try and manoeuvre the car around and go for overtakes while in the soaking wet, and we've got an Aston Martin with us as well, so it's going to be probably even more difficult. I think we have a little bit of straight line speed on him though, so we'll try and not bump him there for starters. We'll try and take this nice and clean through here, and I think the guy ahead of him as well has got a lot more pace than us, so it looks like the podium is slipping away right now unless we can get past this Aston Martin ASAP. Trying to change the lines of the car to get a better run on him, and we do just about have the pace, but we're going around this fast right-hander. I've got to try and predict now where he's going to go. We'll switch it to the outside, we'll outbrake him, hopefully he doesn't cut into us. He doesn't really. That was just a bit of racing contact. And through, we're 2.6 behind third place. I don't know if I've got the pace to pull that in on one lap. We'll give it a go though. We'll definitely give it a go. Hopefully the guy behind doesn't dive us into the first corner. He might, because he's catching. He's 0.4 behind. He might try and outbrake us here. Hopefully he doesn't. Alright, beautiful. So we're 3.3 behind now. So the car in front has got very good straight line speed, so hopefully that means we should have the better cornering. I'm hoping. He's still 3.3. I was expecting that to come down a little bit there if we got better cornering. 3.3, 3.4, 3.5. It's not looking good, guys. I think that is the podium slipping away. This Aston, it's a good car. It just doesn't, especially in the rain. I've used it on dry tracks and I thought it was more solid than this, but in the rain it just doesn't have the front end grip. I mean, we can try and pull in the gap and hopefully he can make a mistake up front. I doubt it's going to happen though. If he hasn't got a penalty and he's been fighting and now he's got clear air, I don't think he's going to get a penalty now. And it'd have to be a big penalty as well. It'd have to be really cutting the track and gaining an advantage. And all while I'm saying all this and hoping, he's just pulling the gap bigger and bigger. He has just got a penalty though. 0.5, that's not really enough. Gap's at 3.3. We're going to come onto a straight now, and I'm guessing that he's going to pull away here. Goes just about to 3.13029. I think he's made a mistake here, because we're reeling him in. We've got maybe one little dash to the line. We've got one opportunity here. We'll see what we can do. We mess up the chicane, and I think that is game over. One corner to go. They're not really fighting, they're in synchronization, so we're going to come over the line like this. Not bad from the Aston Martin. Not really the best race. Bit frustrating at times. We didn't really get caught in any bother. It was literally, we just did not have the pace. We got the second quickest lap time of the race. So we were just consistently quick, but just not quick enough. Maybe where we squabbled a little bit, that probably let us down a bit, but I still don't think, even if we caught up to third place, we wouldn't have really had a good battle on our hands. We didn't really have the pace to get past and hold it. But that's how it happens sometimes. If you don't go for these lobby leading cars, if you go for the more average, mediocre cars, you have to accept that sometimes the pace ain't there. And that is Forza Motorsport. But cheers for watching, guys. I do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.